fucking way. Throwing bets like haymakers. UFC fight night, no faking these heartbreakers. Punch stats, bankrolls, the scorecards never fold. Etoft21sports talking bold like fist catching gold. Erik saying underdogs got swagger. Weight counter champs got a clan and jaw won't stagger. Money on the line, bets as sharp as a dagger. Hot tops, bling, flashing lights, heavyweight bagger. Etoft21 clash of minds, no surprise. Erik Wade in the ring, shouting on, shooting high. Like night dreams, cold cash gleam in their eyes. Betting broad, UFC calls on the podcast sky.
Welcome to UFC Betting with Wade from the Etoft21sports Podcast. Wade, how you doing today, my man?
Doing fantastic as always, man. Glad to be back. Glad to join you. It's a big event this weekend.
Big event, but before we go in the future, we got to look back at the past. Last week we were 3-3. You were 2-2. I was 1-2. Walked away of the card a combined 3-3 plus 0.99. You can't complain, my man. Can't complain, right?
Man, Radke not knock out early in the first. We're cashing that easy. Come on, man.
Can't complain, dude. You know, in the positive, can't complain. Those watching or listening for the first time, how we do it here is very simple. We each give out 3 bets. Wade always kicks us off. Bet one, my friend.
Yeah, I went with Marcus McGee money line minus 135. He exploded onto this UFC scene here, and we have not seen him go past the 330 mark of the second round yet. He has 3 finishes in his UFC career, 1 sub, 2 by knockout. He's currently 9-1 in his career. This really takes place to pass if in McGee's world or Jonathan Martinez's world. This is a tricky fight, especially for him. They're giving him somebody that's experienced, that's fought some really good fighters. Coming off that Aldo loss, I actually expect Martinez to look pretty good here. McGee's going to have to get inside. He's going to have to make this fight dirty. He's going to have to hit him with some power shots, and I think he's going to be able to get there. I think McGee's going to be able to find a way to get his 9th knockout of his career, his 10th win. A double chance play on this to get a little bit better odds at knockout or decision, I think, is a good look because Martinez is really tough. I think if Martinez is able to keep his distance, I think McGee's going to take some time to find that knockout. We'll know early on in the fight. This might be one of those fights where if it's not looking good, I may have to jump in on Martinez live to win a decision here. We'll see. A lot of these fights in this card are tricky here, but I'm fairly confident McGee's power is gonna overwhelm Martinez at some point in this fight. It may just take him a minute to get inside. So we'll see.
My next one. I'm doing Jones by KO or TKO plus 135. You know, it's just one of those things when we look at this now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to say his name wrong. Stipe, greatest heavyweight ever. But that is many moons behind. He is a firefighter right now. He literally just worked a 24-hour shift fighting fires, which is great.
He's been a firefighter, man.
He's gonna have a pension when he retires, which is great. But that's hard work, and he hasn't fought in 4 years. Jones, second fight, like he had fought, break, back. His first fight back, fighting this heavyweight, he was insanely carrying too much weight. Now weigh-ins, he's 10 pounds lighter. He looks like he's carrying the weight a lot more. So I think he's going to be more explosive in this fight. Now, Jones, elite, dude. Elite grappling. Cormier, who was in the Olympics, he out-wrestled. Let that sink in, dude. He out-wrestled Cormier, who was in the Olympics. It's only a matter of time. He's going to get this to the ground, We're going to see some 12-6 elbows. I don't think he's going to be able to get this submission. But come on. You're giving me plus 135 on a knockout. I see a clear path. Look, I think I'm even going to play a little bit small that he wins via knockout in the first round. Give me Jones knockout here plus 130. Knockout or TKO plus 135.
What did Cormier do to Stipe is my question.
No, you know what, dude? We're not talking about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about this fight, dude.
We'll see. You do know he was a firefighter a long time ago when he was a champion as well. So he's been doing this for a long time.
I know, but right now he's over 40, man. Dude,
I'm not arguing with you.
He's an old man, man. He hasn't fought in 4 years. There's a difference, like, in my eyes.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I am very hopeful that Miocic does win this because I'm ready for the whole Jones GOAT thing to be put to bed.
You don't think he's the GOAT?
Of course not. No. If you would actually listen to most UFC experts, that they call themselves that on YouTube, most of them that have been watching this sport for 20 years do not agree as well. They don't agree with that. He's been on PEDs for multiple fights. He's also very inactive.
They're all on PEDs, dude.
I don't know about that, but either way,
everyone's on PEDs, man.
He's just no. I could go down this. I could go down a whole show of why he's not. Not to mention, right now he's clearly ducking Aspinall because he doesn't want to fight him because he knows he's going to lose. He would absolutely lose to Aspinall. I wish they would put that fight up. I would probably make the biggest wager in my career on UFC on that fight. Jones would get smoked. We watched Jones lose already to Reyes, so. And the UFC just continues to hand him wins. Oh, for sure, he's going to win this fight. They're not going to hand him.
Aspinall's a little bitch. That's why.
Absolutely not. Aspinall would smoke him so fast. You know that too. You do know that.
No comment, dude. No comment.
You absolutely know he would get.
Next fight, dude. What's your next bet, my friend?
Parlay. I got. Actually, pretty happy with these odds. We'll see. Minus 110, two-leg, Charles Oliveira and Karine Silva. It's, in my opinion, it's always tough to bet on a fighter to win the second time if they've already won the first time against a fighter. Because I think in fighting, a lot of times the guy always gets payback. Chandler's been out over 2 years, though. Charles DeBronx is coming off of the very close split decision against Armand, and I think he possibly won that fight. He's definitely the more dangerous fighter. Charles is more likely going to find Chandler's back at some point. Even if Chandler does fight a little bit of a smarter fight here and he doesn't attack as much, he'll probably use his kicks a lot. I think Charles is too skilled. He's been fighting. He wants to get that Arman loss really back, and I think he wants a rematch in that fight. I just think Chandler's too sloppy. Charles is going to find him here. I think Charles might even finish him here, maybe in the second round. That might even be a nice sprinkle for people, but I just don't believe in Chandler at this point. And then Karine Silva, she's honestly one of my favorite female fighters, and I don't wager on female fighters a lot, as you know. Kind of always getting on you about wagering on women's fights because I just feel most of the time if you're going to be on one side or the other, you're just destined to lose. These fights always go to decision. This fight also might go to a decision, but she also might find a submission. And 18 overall wins. She has 8 by KO, 9 by submission. She has 4 straight submissions before her last fight, which was a decision. I respect Vivienne. She's a decision machine, so I wouldn't be shocked if this goes to a decision, but I also wouldn't be shocked if Karina finds a submission here. So Charles and Silva, I like that for minus 110. Those are pretty good odds. Not sure what they are now, but gave those out at minus 110.
My next one, I did Morea by decision plus 280. This fight, basically a pick, and we have Morea, who is a better grappler, is 3-1 at the decision price. That is a pure numbers play to me. She is moving up to 125. She was having a hard time cutting weight at the lower weight class. She's saying that she's in better shape now. She feels better. She feels she's moving better fighting at the 125. Even though she is moving up, she is still going to have the size advantage over Hardy. Basically, what is Hardy going to look to do? She's going to look to stand, and she closes, rips off a couple of punches, then drops back. Morea is constantly going to be moving forward, looking to get this to the fight. Now, I'm trying to put myself in the judge's eyes. If I see one fighter moving forward, getting this to the ground, I'm going to favor them as opposed to the one that's closing, moving back, closing, moving back, closing, moving back. Morea went the distance with Grom, lost in this decision, could have gone either way. I thought she got robbed, so I'm looking for her to bounce back. Hardy has shown us that she can be controlled on the ground with a bigger fighter. I think Morea is going to get the grappling. I think she's going to grapple her way to a decision victory, and I'm getting plus 280.
Pretty good odds. Pretty good odds. Pretty good odds.
Next bet, my friend.
Pretty good odds. I would say before that, I would go with the other side. But if you're going to play that side, I think you should also just take the straight money line, because the straight money line is like plus 125. So I'd probably play that and then sprinkle your decision, or half units decision, something like that. Yeah, half and half, something like that. Because if she's going to win by decision, she's going to win anyways, and she's a dog. So you might as well put something on the dog. And I don't think she's probably one of the better dogs on this card. So I think that's absolutely a very smart play. It's definitely going to a decision. So you're already, I guarantee it's going to a decision. Or you might see it finish. That's why I say take money line, because I think she's the dog in that fight. So if anybody's going to get finished in that fight, she's probably going to be the one that finishes. And then if you do a decision and you're only on decision, you're going to be kicking yourself for not putting a little bit on that dog money line, which is kind of why I say that. But I like 90% that's probably going to a decision. So that plus 280 is spicy.
Spicy.
I like that. Yeah, for sure. I may even have to sprinkle on that, even though I do think the other side's going to win. That's worth a sprinkle. Plus 280 is too much. So
next bet, my friend, where are we looking?
Yeah, here I'm going to go ahead and say this again. This entire card, most of the fights are stylistically different. And UFC is one of those sports where you can bet one side pre-bet, get really good odds, and then you can pretty quickly tell within the first minute or two of how a fight's going to go. And if you want to jump in on the other side, it's not something I typically do. I kind of just like to stick with my fighters and let it play out. But there are times and places where you kind of just want to protect your units, and this is probably one of those I would say you could probably do that with as well. I think Denise is probably going to get the win, but I 100% respect Marcin Tybura. I just think Denise is too big. His frame is too big. Tybura is not going to be able to get him down on the ground like he is other people. If he does, Denise is definitely in trouble. But I've also seen Denise has been working on his grappling game, on the ground game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to transition over to a real fight. But for the size of Denise, he's very quick on his feet. He's very light on his feet. He's very athletic, and he's got kickboxing in his background. He's a very good striker. So I expect him to catch Tybura trying to come in on a takedown. He may not. Tybura is very skilled, so obviously he's been in there with a lot of good fighters. He knows the angles to take. He knows when to attack those takedowns. All you got to do is catch one good takedown. And Denise could be in trouble here. That's kind of where I'm trying to watch and see if Tybura can get him on the ground easily and keep him there. I may try to jump in before the line completely blows up. But I think Denise is going to find him here. I'm just trusting his athleticism and his power. He's young. He's younger. He's definitely due for a loss. I don't think Denise is anything spectacular, but I like the power he brings to this fight. I just think he's going to catch Tybura here on one of these times. He's going to come in and try to do a takedown. So it's worth a sprinkle. Watch it live.
They really haven't even said why Lewis.
Yeah, I was looking into that too. I still haven't really found out. It's crazy they keep that so hush hush. I wonder what happened.
Wade, you know what our motto is in the show, right?
Hey, you've already done it twice. Shoot or shoot, baby.
Life is a numbers game, right? You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Stop it.
Give me Craig via submission plus 1,400. Via sub plus 1,400.
Happening.
Huge step up for Nickel.
He is old, brother.
I feel this is too much too soon.
Too old.
Nickel is going to get this to the ground where Craig is one of the most dangerous guy he's ever fought on the ground.
He was one of the most dangerous.
He has a history of just throwing these shitty ass takedown attempts, then going into guard. Nickel is going to go down there with him.
Yeah, he will.
And then Craig is going to be able to work his magic, and he is going to be able to sneak out a sub, have it be breaking his arm, choking him out. And if he is going to win, this is his path to victory. He's not going to knock him out. Dana has a history of protecting his meal tickets. This is his only path to victory. This is how I see it happening, man. This goes to the ground. Craig pulls something out of his ass like he always does, gets a sub victory. Give me Craig plus 1,400 submission, my friend.
It is those odds for a reason, my friend. I did have a wait.
I also did the over 1.5 rounds at plus 155 in this.
No, that's not a bad one, but yeah, no, I've got Nickel in one parlay for sure. He's gonna run right through. I would agree with everything you said if it was like 4 years ago. He hasn't had a submission since 2022. He has a very good win on his record, obviously, with Ankalaev catching him in a submission in the third round. That was in 2018. No. Bo Nickel's way too strong, way too powerful. Craig's on his way out. He's lost 4 of his last 5. If you're gonna play this, like I had a buddy text me, he's on the Craig's submission too. I mean, if you're gonna play, you might as well sprinkle it because the Nickel side is, unless you do some crazy parlay with him, his odds are way out of reach. So you never know. Fighting, anything can happen. So if you're gonna play this, absolutely play that. My buddy's on it. He's very good at UFC stuff, and he likes the submission too. So that is the angle.
And
Craig's not going to win a decision. He's definitely got. There's no way he'll win a decision over Nickel. Nickel will outpunish him with punches, but if he catches a submission, that's how he's going to win this thing. So
great minds think alike, man.
That's kind of like Miocic. I have John Jones in a 2-leg parlay, but I also sprinkled on Miocic plus 550 just because you never know. And I think the plus 750 or whatever it was for Craig submission is fantastic too. There's a
750 on the money line, but he's 1,400.
750 on the money line. Okay, yeah. 1,400 is
1,400 for a sub.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a lot of fights on this card you could really do that with. This is going to be fun, man. This is going to be fun.
I mean, like you could do.
You should be doing a live watch it. Watch it live.
If I were to bet this, what I would do, well, I mean, if I were to bet the other side, I'd bet Nickel plus 800 via decision. I don't think Nickel wins in the distance.
Yeah, I think he's going to win inside the distance. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout or a submission, but he's 1,000%. I mean, we watched Brendan Allen submit him, and I think he's more dangerous. He's not as skilled as Brendan Allen because he's not as polished, but his sheer wrestling is otherworldly, dude. He's just going to grab Craig and put him in a position. That's where I don't mind the Craig submission because he may not be slick enough yet to be able to defend what Craig throws at him. So it's not a bad position for sure. If it happens, I'll be sad because it'll kill one of my parlays. But if anybody listening, don't fucking put Bo Nickel in any more than one parlay.
Excuse me.
Because he is this could definitely be a parlay buster if you're gonna. I can see people loading up on people like Bo Nickel. putting him in like
put
like 3 parlays, 4 parlays. Don't fucking do that.
I feel that either Nickel or Jones are losing.
Yeah, anybody. I mean, dude, pay-per-views, anything fucking happens. This is why my record over the last 2 pay-per-views has been good. I'm up over 5 units. But for the whole year, it's been rocky because for whatever reason, man, weird things just happen on pay-per-views where on the other fight nights, I'm profitable like 90% of our fight nights. It's just when pay-per-views come around, for whatever reason, shit just happens.
Shit just happens.
We'll see. We'll see. Almost every fight's pretty good, man. Got a lot of good fights here. Jim Miller's fighting on this card.
Jimmy Miller.
Can't believe he's still around, but we'll see, man.
Yeah, man. You know, got to pay those fucking bills, bro.
I want John Jones to lose, but I don't think he's going to.
You know what, dude? He's not going to lose.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wade, I'd like to thank you for coming on. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media and everything, my friend?
Yeah, come check me out. All social media now is at Top Flight Wagers. Everything's the same, so easy to find me. Come check me out. Giving out free video plays on TikTok and Instagram, YouTube Shorts pretty much daily. Giving out some articles. Got a college football article and a UFC article out right now on X. So come check me out on X. Got a couple giveaways running over there. So all I got to do is engage, and if we cash, you have a chance to win some money from the pot that I won the bet in. So let's cash some tickets this weekend. Good luck, my friend. I know you got a lot going on in college basketball, college football. And good luck on your UFC stuff as well. So
we'll talk soon. We'll talk next. Is there a card next week?
I haven't even looked ahead. Usually I do, but I actually have not looked ahead.
I mean, I don't think I was.
I'm trying to cap 7 sports right now. It's a very busy time right now. We got NHL going. We got PGA going.
There is a card next week.
Yeah. There is. Is Pantoja fighting next weekend?
Yanis.
That can't be right.
Yeah,
I'm drunk.
Oh,
I saw him on
my girl, my future ex-wife Tabitha Ricci's fighting next week. So.
Oh yeah, Figueredo. That's right. Songs on there too.
Wade, Wade, thanks for coming on. We will talk soon, my friend.
All right. Good luck.